says, "It's okay, son, everything's fine." He's trying to tell Zab the truth about the fight. Body shots again by Mayweather. 1, 2, 3, and Judah backs off. Left to the body, left upstairs, right to the body.
Right, step back, step back.
So far, Judah has at least redeemed his reputation for a glass jaw.
Right, step back.
He's taken a lot of hard, clean shots.
I just love the way Floyd throws that double right hand. You don't really see that too much in boxing. He can even throw triple right hands. As long as he comes back with the hook, that's going to make him a great boxer.
Well, he's already a great boxer, that's for sure.
Step back,
The number one pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, and the more you watch him, the more you appreciate him.
Absolutely.
First 3 or 4 rounds tonight looked as though things could be rocky. Statistically, since then, Mayweather has dominated.
Zab is just waiting to counterpunch right now. He's waiting for that great opportunity.
Oh, and there's a low blow by Judah.
That was a low blow.
And Richard Steele pulls Zab Judah off of Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Mayweather is badly hurt by the low blow. And now Roger Mayweather wants to come after Zab. And now Leonard Ellerbe wants Yoel Judah. And a riot is going to break out in the ring. Law enforcement authorities in the ring to try to break it up. Bunch of hotheads in there. It's going to be up to the police and local security to try to stop the madness that is going on in the ring. Shades of Riddick Bowe and Andrew Galata.
Roger Mayweather triggered that, I believe, that Judah deliberately punched him low because he was taking such a savage beating.
Absolutely.
And that was the wrong thing for him to do. He will definitely be fined. He may be thrown out of the fight. I'm talking about Roger Mayweather triggering this fuss here. And unfortunately taking people's minds off the fact that Floyd Mayweather was doing a masterful job.
Brilliant.
In the ring.
Let's take a look at what happened. There's the low blow. And I'm afraid you can see why Roger Mayweather might have thought what he thought. And then he hit Floyd on the back of the head as well. So there's the body blow, which was right on the cup. Here's the right hand to the back of the head. And this is part of why Floyd Mayweather's uncle, Roger Mayweather, reacted the way he did. Yeah. What do you think, Lennox? Be honest. Was it an intentional low blow? Was that intentional?
Well, the punch in the back of the head was definitely intentional.
And a horrible foul, right?
Yeah, it's a bad foul. This is why you have to always protect yourself in boxing.
Yeah, and it's also a street move. If I can't beat you one way, I'll get you another way.
Well, if it was on purpose, it is as classless as anything we've seen from a fighter in recent years. And now, let's look at Roger Mayweather there. That's the reason why Roger Mayweather is going to be disqualified and taken away.
And then Yoel Judah
came across,
and that really ignited it.
And that's when Leonard Ellerbe, one of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s advisors, got into it with Yoel Judah.
Well, we have just learned, Jim, that Roger Mayweather has been thrown out of the corner.
5 seconds are remaining in round 10. When the fight resumes, 5 seconds will remain in round 10. And now the crowd's more excited than ever.
Well, they were observing for the last 4 or 5 rounds a one-sided massacre. And this got their juices flowing again
And the two fighters touch gloves, which is a useful start toward whatever's going to happen next.
Now it's going to be on. It is on.
Be on, right?
It is on.
Who will lose their poise in this situation?
Mayweather wants to touch Judah's glove. Richard Steele makes Judah do it. 5 seconds left in the round. Judah kind of looks at Steele, and that's the end of the round. Before all the mayhem broke out, that round was totally dominated by Floyd Mayweather Jr.
They put him out. Yeah, that's okay. That's the last one anyway. Give me the water. Just relax. No, I didn't feel that. Just relax. Listen, keep your composure. We got, no, you ain't gonna, it's fine, just relax. Okay, no, I'm just saying.
Go, let go of that. 3 minutes. You will give until over. Stop, move your head.
Okay? Winning the fight easy, I know. And give it a shot in the liver. That's what.
But 2 hours,
The new lead voice in Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s corner is Rafael Garcia. Now Richard Steele's got a job on his hands for the next 2 rounds as Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah try to finish up this fight. Harold Letterman's card now shows Mayweather with a solid lead in the fight.
Yeah, and Floyd, as I said earlier, he's too smart, too poised. He's not going to try to retaliate. He's going to try to punish Judah for that.
I believe the same thing as well. He's definitely not going to retaliate. You know, that's not a wise thing to do for a good boxer. But it's going to make it an interesting fight right now.
This chant is Floyd, Floyd, Floyd. Lennox, is there any chance that Floyd is still bothered at all by the low blow and the foul to the back of the head?
No, he's all about business. Right now, he just wants to go in there and win the fight and go relax.
No remaining physical damage then, in other words. He's not still hurting or anything.
Well, if he's hurting, he's definitely doing a good job of hiding it. But I don't think I would be hurting at this point. You know, there's too much.
You've been hit right on the cup like that?
Yeah, right on the cup.
Any way to describe what that feels like, or?
It feels real bad. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody.
Punch and get out.
And I imagine that it takes your breath away completely, right?
Well, it depends how you get hit. Sometimes you can get hit real bad where you know, it affects your legs. In this case, it didn't affect his legs. It probably just hurt for a minute, and then now he's all better. But he, like I said, Floyd is serious. He's just all about the game, and he just wants to go in there and conduct his work properly.
Well, given the difficulties he experienced in the first 4 rounds tonight, this has been another great show of professionalism by Floyd Mayweather. He found the tactical avenues necessary to turn the fight around. He asserted himself in the middle rounds in the right way, and he has moved toward dominance in the late rounds. I think it's the first time we've seen a fight interrupted like that and then started over here in Las Vegas since Fan Man landed in the ring in Evander Holyfield Riddick Bowe 2, November 6, 1993. Relatively uneventful round 11.
Just more of the same from Mayweather. Not going to give an opening to Judah, who seems happy just to survive.
Yeah. Keep taking him to the left.
I would have stopped him.
Yeah, listen. You're just looking for a way out, but don't worry about that. Go back to doing what you're doing. You're doing this over this person. No. Go back and make the last and final round. Go back and make it.
Don't work too hard, Zach. That's right. Too hard, baby. Last and final round. Hold his water. Come on, let's go, kid. You the champ.
Richard Steele's peculiar locution, last and final round.
Floyd Mayweather, I think I heard him say to Leonard Ellerby, I want to stop him.
He did say that. He definitely wants to go out there and stop him.
Is that a good idea?
You know, he's got a different mindset. He definitely wants to go out there and inflict some damage on Zab just because he punched him low.
I know it's showmanship to a certain degree, but I have to be impressed that Mayweather reached out and hugged Cheatham instead of just the traditional touching of gloves to be